Dennis Rodman. I mean, just say the name. You already know it's going to be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Way more than just the hair, right? Like the constantly changing hair and all the crazy stuff you'd always see in the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
But behind all that, this guy was an absolute beast on the court, like seriously dominant.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we're diving into today. We got this really detailed report, really gets into like what made this guy so fascinating.
Yeah.
And why people are still talking about him, debating about him, you know.
For sure.
So we're going to try to zero in, laser focus on the most important stuff. The really interesting things about his life, his whole career.
Right.
You know, for people who want to really understand these kind of figures, the ones you just can't ignore.
Mm-hmm.
But without getting, you know, lost in the weeds. That's what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
Huh?
I think what's so interesting right off the bat is that this report, it doesn't just jump into the NBA stuff. It really lays the groundwork.
Like, paints a picture of his early life. Dennis Rodman did not have some, like, you know, typical easy path to stardom.
Right.
Born in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay.
And the report uses these very specific phrases, you know. It says humble beginnings and even instability marked his early years. And I think you got to understand that.
Yeah.
To really grasp how different his journey was.
It's so true. And you said it, like, he wasn't some prodigy, not like some kids where it's like, oh, he was destined for the NBA since, you know,
Yeah.
he was 5 years old. This guy, the report makes it clear, he was a late bloomer.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't get serious about organized basketball until he was like, what?
Pretty late.
Late teens? I mean, that's crazy to think about.
Right.
The guy who's maybe, arguably, you know, the best rebounder ever, starts that late. Then he goes to Southeastern Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Not exactly a
basketball powerhouse.
blue blood program, right?
Yeah.
An NAIA school. But he kills it, becomes an All-American.
Yeah. It's like that raw talent, just pure ability. It had to find a way. It's like it couldn't be contained.
Right, exactly. Like no matter where you put him, it was going to come out. And that's what's so cool about it. It reminds you that, you know, talent can show up anywhere.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, 1986, NBA draft. Detroit Pistons. They take him in the second round.
The Bad Boys Pistons. Man, those teams were something else. You can't talk about early Rodman without those Pistons teams.
You can't. It's like...
I mean... This report, the analysis they do here, is spot on. They really emphasize how important he was to that team.
Mm-hmm.
That whole identity, so physical, so tough. Just... I mean, they just shut teams down.
Right. His defense first. It was all about, like, wearing the other team down.
Yeah.
Just being tougher than them. Grit.
And, of course...
owning the board.
Rebounding. That was Rodman. Like, the heart and soul of that.
Absolutely. And, I mean, the results speak for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards.
90, 91.
Yep. And then you add in those 2 NBA championships.
89, 90.
With the Pistons. I mean, that's a statement.
That's how you start your career.
Right.
It's like, hey... I'm here. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then he gets traded to San Antonio. And here's where it gets really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Because he keeps dominating the boards. Actually, this report points out he led the whole league in rebounding while he was with the Spurs.
Yep. Still that core strength.
Like nobody could touch him. But, and this is key, the report says, quote, his eccentric behavior and off-court antics became more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just the basketball player anymore.
Well, right.
It's like we're starting to see the full, like, unleashed Dennis Rodman.
The unfiltered version.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating shift in the narrative.
Yeah.
Like, his game is still there. That incredible rebounding. It's almost like supernatural.
Right.
But the story is becoming much bigger.
Right.
The flamboyant style, the controversies that would become, you know, a big part of his
whole image.
Persona. It starts in San Antonio.
And then Chicago. I mean, come on, joining Jordan and Tippin, that's like, I don't even know.
Talk about a power move.
This report calls them a formidable trio. And I mean, how can you argue with that?
Yeah, no kidding.
But here's what's so interesting to me. He fit in perfectly with a team that was already, like, legendary.
Right.
He wasn't there to be the main scorer. He knew his role. The report even says it specifically, rebounding and defense.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely crucial to that second three-peat.
Absolutely.
3 more championships. That's cementing your legacy right there.
No question. And I think it says something about, you know,
What?
like his self-awareness, his understanding of his own strengths on a team with maybe the best pure scorer ever.
Right.
He didn't need to chase points.
Yeah.
His huge value was in those other areas,
Yeah.
the dirty work. And that let Jordan and Pippen just...
Shine.
Exactly.
And then you have the later years, the Lakers, the Mavericks. The report mentions that his playing time went down. Mm-hmm.
But it also says he was still incredibly notable.
Right.
It's like his presence alone, even if he wasn't putting up the same numbers,
Yeah.
it still meant something. It still had this
Yeah.
aura, you know?
Yeah, it's like even as his peak performance, his absolute best was definitely with the Pistons and Bulls.
Yeah.
He was still a huge name, still a major figure in the league. And I think it's important to include that.
Yeah.
It shows the whole picture, his entire journey through the NBA.
So let's really break down what made him such a force.
Yeah.
On the court, I mean. This report doesn't mince words. It says he's widely considered one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history.
It's not hyperbole.
And they go on to highlight, like, the specifics, the things that made him so good. They talk about his timing, his positioning, and his tenacity. It's like he had a sixth sense for the ball.
Yeah, totally. It wasn't just about athleticism.
Right.
Like obviously, he was incredibly athletic.
Oh, yeah.
But rebounding at that level, it's almost like, it's about anticipation.
Mm-hmm. Knowing where the ball's going to go before it even gets there. Understanding the geometry of the court. And then that pure will to get the ball. Like a hunger for it.
And it wasn't just about grabbing the ball. I mean, he was an amazing defender, too.
Right. The report calls him relentless and versatile.
Yeah, he was just disruptive. He did not want to go up against Dennis Rodman.
Nope. And the report even gets into, like, the data. They talk about his rebound rate.
Okay.
Which is basically the percentage of available rebounds he got while he was playing.
Interesting.
And his numbers were, like, way higher than anyone else's. It's like he studied shot trajectories.
Wow.
Like he was obsessed with understanding where the ball was going to go.
And then, I mean, come on, the awards. It's crazy.
Your resume is stacked.
5 NBA championships, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, that's right, 7 rebounding titles in a row, all NBA selections, all defensive selections, Hall of Fame induction in 2011. I mean, that's great.
That's not just good. That's dominance over a long period of time.
Right. Like sustained excellence.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we got to talk about the other side of Dennis Rodman. Just as prominent, just as much a part of his story, the controversies, his whole, public persona. Off the court, he was a completely different animal.
Oh, yeah.
This report, it actually goes into some detail about his flamboyant style. The constant hair color changes, the tattoos, the piercings, the clothes he wore. Like he was making a statement.
He was. And it wasn't an accident.
Right.
It was deliberate. He wanted to stand out.
Yeah.
To challenge the norms. And, it wasn't just the look. It was the actions, too.
Yeah.
On the court, the report mentions on-court altercations and suspensions.
Yeah, he definitely pushed the limits. Sometimes he went way too far.
He did. But that was part of the whole package.
And then his personal life, the relationships, the behavior. I mean, this report puts it nicely, saying high-profile relationships and unconventional behavior.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. And it kept him in the spotlight for all kinds of reasons that had nothing to do with basketball.
Right. He was a celebrity as much as he was an athlete. And he owned that.
Yeah, he did.
In a way that was really new for that time.
And then there's the North Korea stuff. I mean, that's like a whole other level of
bizarre, right?
Yeah, bizarre. Going to North Korea, meeting Kim Jong-un.
Multiple times.
This report highlights both the fascination and the criticism that came from that.
It's a part of his story that's just, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah, you don't see other athletes doing that kind of thing.
It raises all these questions about,
About what?
Like the role of athletes in politics.
Yeah.
In international relations, even if it's totally unconventional.
Right. Okay, so there's one more thing we have to address. It's important.
Yeah.
This report mentions this recent death hoax. So for anyone listening, just so you know, those stories that were going around online saying that Dennis Rodman had died.
Completely false.
Totally false. We have confirmation that it was a hoax.
It started on social media.
Yeah.
Early April 2025.
Yeah. And of course it spread like wildfire, unfortunately. But the good news is Dennis Rodman himself has said publicly that he is alive and well.
Yep. Put out a statement, shut it down.
And this report, it makes a really good point about this whole thing.
Yeah.
It says this is a perfect example of the dangers of misinformation.
Absolutely.
And how crucial it is to check your sources, Make sure you're getting information from somewhere reliable.
Especially these days.
Especially these days, yeah. It's a good reminder for everyone. So, okay, we've covered a lot here. What's the takeaway? What's the lasting impression? This report, it says that Dennis Rodman's legacy is complex and multifaceted.
And that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, on one hand, he's one of the most dominant players ever.
Right.
Rebounding, defense, no one can argue with that.
Right.
But then you have the other side.
The personality, the controversies.
The report says that's what made him a cultural icon.
It's that combination. The talent and the,
The wildness.
Yeah, the wildness. That's what makes him so fascinating, still to this day.
He was totally unique, didn't follow the rules.
And this report's conclusion, I think it nails it. They say he remains a figure of fascination and debate, reflecting this tension between,
Between what?
like being amazing at what you do and being totally yourself, even if it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like athletic excellence versus individual expression.
Right.
Powerful stuff.
So there you have it. A deep dive into Dennis Rodman, based on this report, which was awesome, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you think, right? Like, when you consider everything, the basketball, the off-court stuff, what do you think is the most lasting part of his impact?
Yeah.
On basketball, on culture, on everything. I mean, for me, it's that constant, like, back and forth between dominance and just, I don't even know the word, defiance, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, he was so good, but he also just did whatever he wanted. And that's what makes him so interesting.
Absolutely.
It makes him someone we're still talking about. So that's Dennis Rodman. And, with a figure like this, there's always more to discover, always more layers to uncover.
For sure.
It's like, you can keep digging, There's always something else there.
Always.
And that's what makes it fun.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.